Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights, and today we're looking at the final day of the action, day 3 for the Grand Slam at Tel Aviv. Gonna look at some top Ippons. Check this one out. Boom, great Ippon by Beka. And after that we're gonna look at the results and the match of the day, but just some top Ippons for now. Here we see ZAALISHVILI with a great SHOHEI. So the heavyweights producing more Ippons than those Judoka on day 2, I think. And there'll be more Ippons in my top Ippons video that will be coming out in the next couple of days. Here we see a nice Taiotoshi by the Brazilian. Next up, we've got a nice little Ochigari turning into it. And the heavyweights producing faster, more powerful drop seoi nages than the middleweights. So I was really impressed on day 3. The heavyweights really turned out with all the Ippons, all the technique. Here we see a great Kosotogake. Anyway, there'll be more in my top Ippons video, so subscribe, hit the bell for that. Results now, and BEKAURI in the under 90 kg category. Big Koshiguruma here. And some great throws from him throughout the day. Some great judo and beating out ZAALISHVILI in the final. So that's a good win for him. Good awareness here to stick out the leg and drive through. Another great Ippon. And here we see him against a German. Great counter. And in the final against ZAALISHVILI, not the greatest match and not the greatest technique from BEKAURI throughout the day, but a score nonetheless. So it goes in for an Osotogari, turns it into a Haraigoshi, and just barely scores a Wazari there. And ZAALISHVILI couldn't bring it back. Timer ends up running out, and a gold for BEKAURI. Next up in the under 100 kg category, we've got KORREL. And he shows a couple of nice Sode Surikomi Goshis. And against Patrick Peter in the finals, manages to get a nice fake into a Kochigari to get a score, and then burn out the clock to get the win there. So Patrick was looking really good heading into the finals. European champion after all, but KORREL, nice little kochi there, and then manages to go the other direction, just enough for a score. And that's how the match ended. And I really don't understand the referee here trying to stop the handshake. I mean, they just did judo for 5 minutes. Just let them handshake. If they had corona, they've probably already shared it by now. Come on. Silly. ZAALISHVILI takes the gold in the plus 100 kg category. And he had a tough match in his first fight against the Hungarian, but manages to get a great score here. Here we see a fantastic foot sweep. Molai would be very impressed with this. Boom, nice and fast, Ippon. Definitely. And in golden score against Maya, gets this nice Georgian style makikomi. Goes down, doesn't look like he's going to roll, but always strong with that arm to rotate over. And in the final here, great counter. Just as Bashayev goes around the back, he knows he's going for an Uranage, so goes to counter it with a nice Kochigari. Ippon for sure. Pinot now, and taking the gold. Showed some nice newaza and a couple of good techniques. Unfortunately, the gold medal contest finished with some shidos. But here we see a nice little Uchimata fake into a seoi nage. And a Wazari score to win that contest. And in the semi-finals, another seoi nage, this time leading into an Ippon. So a golden score. Great to get that win against the lady from the Netherlands. And in the under 78 kg category, we have Wagner from Germany, who took out 2 of the French ladies, who are usually, really strong in the women's category. So that will be a really good result for her. Nice bit of shimewaza here. And in the exact same part of the mat with the exact same technique, here we see another shimewaza. So this is definitely a technique that she is specializing in and likes to lock it up as soon as she can. Just using that leg now on the back of the head to get leverage around the neck. And of course the foot around the leg, hands on the pants helps a lot. Deco now from France. So a nice little counter here. Good rotation. to get the Ippon. And then here we see classic heavyweight judo, hand over the top, big haraigoshi, lovely Ippon there as well. Similar to her last technique, big hand over the top, looking for that haraigoshi. This time doesn't get the Ippon, but manages to hold him down in newaza. And almost identical situation here. Haraigoshi, hold him down. So it's always good to have your tokui waza and use it as much as possible. Match of the day now, and we've got Beka against the Italian, Mungai, and I think Mungai came into this contest thinking, I'm not going to throw him, but I'll try to get it down to the ground as much as possible. Looking for an armbar here, and almost gets it actually. But as I've seen in the last couple of contests, Beka, he has really good newaza, and he has one technique in particular that he's really good with. Anyway, Beka taking that very Georgian-like grip around the tricep, and Mungai going to the ground, trying to lock something up, but nothing is happening. Beka again, so dragging that arm to the opposite hand to secure that armpit grip, the tricep grip, looking for a foot sweep, similar to Malai. And Beka's got good grips here, but unfortunately, goes back down to the ground. Because Mungai, he's looking for something, he's trying a tomoe nage, anything to get Beka down to the ground. Nice foot sweep attempt here, but going to the ground. Mungai doesn't want to be on top, he wants to be underneath. And here we see a nice tomoe nage attempt, but Beka, this is what he does, this is his technique. Doesn't matter if his head gets locked up there, he's got an arm around the bottom of the pants, and as I said, that tricep grip, he's still got it. Opposite side this time, but this is how he likes to lock up people on the ground, and he scored many Ippons this way. So a great strategy by Beka, he wasn't worried about going to the ground. Pretty easy matchup for him, I think. Anyway guys, that's it from me. There's going to be top Ippons coming soon, so make sure to subscribe and like the video, helps me out a lot, and I'll see you guys later.